Hey guys, thank you for checking out the channel. My name is G and you're watching Keeping This Tech. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Sonos Roam. And this video is titled Everything That Is Wrong with the Sonos Roam, but don't think I'm hating on the speaker because it actually does have a couple of cool things about the speaker, but there are way more things that just kind of don't make sense to me. And so I wanted to do a video, talk about it, and absolutely hear what you guys have to say in the comments. And moreover, I honestly haven't seen anybody talk about these things, and it can't be me that's just experiencing what I'm experiencing with the Sonos Roam, right? See that? See? You hear that? It's literally doing that. And look, can you see this? This is real. This is so real right now. And it does it all the time. And there's nothing that I can do right now to make this stop doing that. All right, guys, so here it is, the Sonos Roam. Now, this is Sonos' second portable Bluetooth speaker. The first one, the Sonos Move, is a lot bigger than this, but this idea is genius. If you really think about it, this is supposed to be a Wi-Fi connected speaker when you're at home. It can integrate with your existing Sonos system. It has AirPlay too, so if you have HomePods and that's how you like to listen to your music as an Apple fanboy, you got that going for you. And then when you're out on the road, out and about, hanging out with your friends and family at the beach or for a bike ride, this will connect to Bluetooth, and you can listen to your music with that classic Sonos sound. Now, if that wasn't enough, this speaker is also dustproof and waterproof, up to 3 feet of water for 30 minutes, and it's drop proof. It has a microphone built in for smart assistants like Alexa and Google, and it has automatic true play, which basically retunes the speaker depending on where you place it. It's really, really clever. Again, the idea of the speaker makes a lot of sense to me. It's how they implement some of these features that really kind of throw me off. So let's get into it. First of all, this is a Sonos speaker. So it's really designed to be part of a Sonos system in the home if it's existing, or maybe one that you're going to be building in the future and you happen to be starting off with this one. I say that to say that a lot is dependent on this app. Now, the app is actually pretty cool. You need it to set up, and that process is a bit tedious. But once you're in there, you can add as many music streaming services as it supports, and you can stream all your music from one place. Now, for me, I only use Apple Music, so that's kind of where my experience is coming from. But I found that when I was listening to music through the Sonos app from Apple Music, it sounded good. I could hear all of the instrumentation. I can hear all the detail. There was an extra bit of bump in the bass, and it sounded decent. Albeit, even going through the app, which was where it sounded the best, I couldn't really enjoy the speaker past 65%. As soon as you hit 65%, and honestly, 65% is like kind of pushing it. I think the sweet spot is anywhere from 30 to 60%. And so that kind of stinks because like you have to be in a quiet space or listening to your music really low to kind of really get the best from the speaker, at least with the music that I'm talking about listening to, which is like the music from the last 20 years, right? Which is heavy on 808s and low end and drums. And so when you listen to R&B or hip hop or even rock or, you know, classical music, there's a lot of frequencies that are missed with the speaker. And so you don't get that full spectrum if you're listening to the speaker past 65%. And what I found was really weird was if I was listening to the music through the Apple Music app, just say through AirPlay 2 or even through Bluetooth, the sound was a lot quieter. And by a lot, I mean like 10 to 15% quieter. And that might not sound like a lot, but it does make a difference, especially since it can't get really that loud for you to enjoy it anyway. More than that, all of the detail, like the instrumentation, was pretty much gone. I mean, the vocals on the speaker sound great, but everything else outside of the Sonos app doesn't sound so good at all. And so I think that's the problem. So the best way to describe my experience so far with the Sonos Roam has been inconsistent. A lot is dependent on the app, and the app is dependent on Wi-Fi. And again, this is supposed to be a portable speaker, a speaker that you take with you everywhere. So if you want that better sound, which is only available through the app, you have to be on Wi-Fi and not on Bluetooth. So out and about, you're losing quality. If you wanted to pair two Sonos Roams together and give you that stereo separation, that bigger sound, well, that only happens on Wi-Fi and not on Bluetooth. And that's a head scratcher to me because there've been older speakers, speakers that actually cost less that allow you to stereo pair Bluetooth together and have no problem with that. I mean, this sounds ridiculous, but you can't even see the battery status without being on Wi-Fi. That to me is just, come on. Like, I mean, somebody has to say something. Like, that's a big deal, isn't it? I mean, a speaker is $180. That's not a cheap speaker. They have other speakers that cost that much and that'll sound better, bigger, brighter, and fuller. And it allows you to do a bunch of things while you're out and about, which is really the idea for the speaker. I mean, unless I'm mistaken, this is supposed to be a speaker you take with you when you're going out, right? Because they make the Sonos Roam, but they also make the Sonos Move, which is, that speaker is supposed to be kind of like the speaker you move around your house, maybe your backyard. If you want to take it out, you can, but the Roam is supposed to be like, that's my speaker, I'm taking it everywhere with me. So to sum it all up, I would say this about the Sonos Roam. I think it's designed excellently. I love the rounded triangle. I like the lightweight, the portability, how sleek it looks. It looks good really on any furniture, in hand. It's a really good looking speaker. It's jam-packed with a bunch of technology, which is also good, but it's also the reason why this speaker has a lot of problems, at least for me. A bunch of that technology is locked in under Wi-Fi when you're at home, not when you're out and about. If Sonos could figure out a way to unlock that via Bluetooth and allow us users to use the app and the streaming and all that stuff, the volume indicator, you know, they would solve about 80% of the problems that I have with the speaker. The other issue is the sound, especially the bass response. It's very, very, very lacking. And unfortunately, in order for you to get a sense of bass, again, you have to be at that sub 60% for volume. And it's just like, it's just a tough sell. It's a tough sell, especially since something like the Bose Soundlink Flex is available, right? So guys, I will leave you with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I really want to know what you guys think. And I'm going to be doing a full review on the Bose Soundlink Flex because that's the speaker that I ended up going with instead of the Sonos Roam. I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace. See that? See? You hear that? It's literally doing that. And look, can you see this? This is real. This is so real right now. And it does it all the time. And there's nothing that I can do right now to make this stop doing that. So I'm not really sure what the deal is on this. I can't figure it out. I'd love to know if somebody from Sonos or whatever sees this video and you can share with me in the comments below what's happening. Please let me know because this is the #1 reason why I'm returning the speaker. And I'm not a Sonos hater. I purchased the Move after dealing with this. And the Move does not do this. And it's not Wi-Fi interference because it was working just fine.